money, you know, I'm going to think you have more.
Right.
But I worked out the 500 because I fuck with PB heavy. You know that 500 was a hookup. So he's trying to parade it as if I'm just begging for money. He either orchestrated a lie or he really has some type of, I don't know, some chemical imbalance to where he just don't see that that's not what the fuck I told him. And if niggas want to see DMs, they can see DMs. I have nothing to lie about. I have money, so I'm really trying to see where was all this begging and all of this shit coming from. Like, I'm really confused.
So my question is, why would he lie on you? Like, what motivation does he have to lie on you? Like,
I feel like it's because of my connection with PB. You know how it goes when, you know, you don't like somebody and you tied to that person and the shit get twisted how I do. That I feel like that's what it is. But I've never personally done anything to Yayo. And for anything, I'm trying to save the situation, because if I told Yayo, if he keeps getting strikes on his YouTube channel for shit getting taken down, he'll lose his whole channel and all the money he made. So how can I be grimy or anything if that's what I told him to save his channel?
Wow. So he lied on you after you tried to lace him up?
And no, y'all, I didn't get finesse. I have to be clear on that. How did I get finesse? I wasn't trying to charge them. I could even show you DMs from when me and PB said, hey, look, we're working off love. I'm not about to, you know, charge you up front for beats. Yayo was the one that said, look, all 500 is all I got. 500 was all he had, baby. I get paid $2,500 for beats, $10,000 for beats here and there, sometimes $7,500. Like, I'm not tripping off of a 500. So I want that to be clear that I will never cry over 500.
So this is my thing here. Then, if what you're saying is true, that that y'all were gonna work off love, like why would you do that off love if you're already making a substantial amount when it comes to like what you already do?
I was doing it off of love because I fuck with PB. We actually got cool. So all these people orchestrating these lies trying to make it seem like I've been beefing with PB. I have never beefed with PB. We talk too often. So that's funny. But yeah, niggas can keep lying. I mean, it's okay with me. It's just, think about the history of Go Yayo and how much stuff he's been involved in and how many things people have said about him. You know what I mean? And you're just now hearing about me. So add that up. I'm not a problem starter or a problem maker.
I know that have to fuck you up, though, to see that he lied on you.
No, and that's the thing. That's what I want to be clear about.
TV, which is a big platform.
That's what I want to be clear about. I wasn't fucked up about anything because I have nothing to lie about. And I honestly don't want to even say Yayo was lying either. Like, I mean, he could have orchestrated this lie, but I didn't see it like that before he released all this stuff. I just seen it as he misunderstood what I said and that I'm not asking him for money. I'm asking him to pay PB what he owes PB.
Well, but see, he hasn't, that's not information that he disclosed. He didn't tell us that he owed PB. He didn't tell us that you told him that he owes PB and needs to pay PB. What he told us on, and I believe is at like 100,000 views now, but what he told us, the fans, the people, the YouTube audience who watched that interview, was that he paid for PB's beats to get put back up after they were took down the first time, but the producer wanted more money because they feel like PB's a bigger artist than what he is. And this is what he said. And again, I posted it because I wanted to be fair. If we did have the story wrong, which he didn't do that to PB, and PB is out here lying and stomping around and creating false narrative, we want to make sure we put Yayo's side out too.
Right.
But with that being said, with those being his words verbatim, not verbatim, not paraphrasing. Is that a lie?
Yes, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. That's actually a big, fat lie.
Let me ask you another question, because you said you weren't the only producer who was upset with Yayo. Were you the producer on those 2 tapes that were took down?
Yeah, I was the producer on both tapes that was taken down. When the music, let me be clear again, when the music was first taken down, that was because they did not pay me for the beats. In order for them to get the music taken back up, putting back up, Yayo had to pay me that $500. And I negotiated way more than $500. And no, I wasn't doing this because of what PB's status was. I'm working with artists that got Grammys that pay me way more than $500. So again, ain't nobody ever crying over no $500. There's people in the industry that really pay me. So I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? $500 is nothing to me. But with Yayo trying to make it seem like it was something else, like that's all a bold-faced lie.
But if you did it off the strength of the love in the first place, why would you take them down later on?
Because Yayo came and said, look, we're going to pay you for these beats. After I done said already that I'm working off love, Yayo was just like, no, I'm gonna pay you for the beats. And he said, I'm going to pay you within 48 hours. I didn't hear from him from at least 4 to 6 months. And then he said, all right, we got you. And then finally paid me. So I put the songs back up. Then I started hearing from other producers saying, yeah, he's done me like that over the years where I never got paid. So we thinking it could be those other producers that are flagging all of his stuff, or some people speculating that maybe Yayo is doing it. I don't know. I don't want to blame or accuse nobody. I'm just here to tell the truth.
Right. But, I mean, would the producers have the power to if you were the one who worked on that tape?
Yeah, of course. We own half of the record. Like, everybody wants to, talk and laugh about this, and that, but no one's trying to educate themselves on the business, and this is why people are getting fucked over constantly, because people choose not to educate themselves.
So let's take some time out to educate the masses really, really quickly. So when it comes to a song, okay? When it comes to a song, how much of that, what percent does an artist get of the song, and what percent does the producer get? Who all shares a percentage of the song?
Okay, so for a song, everything is equal to 100%. So the producer automatically is half of the song because they the beat. That's 50% for the producer. The other 50% goes to the artist. So between each party's 50%, they have to split that up between their team.
Okay. So you say, 50% goes to the producer, the other 50 goes to the artist?
Right. And now we just talking about publishing. We're not talking about sync and mechanical royalties. We're not talking about performance royalties. We're not talking about all that stuff. We just talking about strictly publishing. The producer gets half automatically.
Wow. That's amazing.
Let's be clear again. It was $500, which was all that he could pay. I was working off love again by just doing the $500.
Let me get my drink. I ain't nothing against you. I ain't mad at how you I'm just saying, goddamn, I'm trying to get some drink.
These niggas not educating themselves. Exactly, split sheets. These niggas is not educating themselves on the business at all. Niggas don't know what split sheets is. They don't know what sync and mechanical is. No, they don't know what none of this shit is, but want to be a rapper.
Well, split sheets are what you bring to the studio when the song is first made, right?
Yes, because split sheets is basically like a little mini copyright before you actually copyright your stuff. And it shows you who is owed what percentage. That's basically what a split sheet is.
Yeah. That's amazing to me. That's amazing to me. I'm at a loss for words, man. I'm at a loss because at this point, I feel like Yayo has to respond because it's a situation where I'm not saying that you're calling him a liar, but that's how bro's looking, and I'm sure, I'm sure at the beginning of whatever his situation was with PB, there wasn't any ill will. So,
right, I never had beef with him or PB. Me and PB always gonna be cool, but I definitely never had beef with Yayo. So it's funny to see the fans dick ride and suck so much dick that they like, come on, bruh. That shit is funny.
Yeah. So my thing is though, why would he do that? Like when it boils down to it, like why would he? Why would he take down PB stuff? Like what's the underlying reason? Like there has to be a motive.
Look, I don't know anything about their personal issues. I see what everyone else sees on the blogs, on social media, whatever. I'm literally just the producer. He had to go and make this whole scene about it. I'm not with the dramatics. I don't do that. Everybody know me for being low key and counting my money low key. Literally. Like, I don't bother anybody. So when you see even a slight bit of negativity attached to my name, don't think that niggas is not going. Too many niggas fuck with me, bruh. And I ain't trying to say no weird shit or nothing. But I'm just saying, like, I operate out of love and positivity. Was never no beef with Yayo. I honestly felt like he got confused. And he thought that I was trying to ask for money. Why would I ask you for money if you already paid me?
Right. So has PB received any money for his, to your knowledge, has he received any money for his work?
PB has never told me that he has received a dime. I don't know anything about him receiving anything, and we're very clear and communicative on, the paperwork process, because even I'm helping him, with stuff I had to learn when I, got in the industry. I'm helping PB do that now, so he's educated on the shit. Right. But, no, I haven't heard anything about him getting paid yet.
It's really sad to see how the fans attack him.
Yeah, they attacking him. They attacking me. And don't nobody know me. It's just hilarious.
Like, man,
yeah.
Out there. Hey, can I get a number one, please, with French fries? Thank you.
It's like people coming in the middle of the lie. They don't know what the hell going on. They speaking on this and that. And it's just like, y'all really dick riding rappers who would not, care about your life for a split second. Yeah, they love their fans, but come on now. You can't dick ride that hard.
No, that part. So, well, let me ask you some things morally though, because there are people who would argue that, it was on Yayo's channel, so that's PB's fault for not having his stuff together. What was your
right? And that is, I want to be clear on that. That is PB's fault, but we all make mistakes, and we all got to align ourselves with people that are educated on the business. And this could be an L that he takes, but we want to make sure we handle everything professionally and out of the goddamn blogs, because that's how business is supposed to be handled. But sometimes you do have to speak on shit because people can get confused. They choosing sides. They don't know what side they choose, and they just fuck with this person. And it's just a whole bunch of shit, basically. But
he said he wouldn't do that. That's peon shit.
Who said who wouldn't do that?
It just hit me. It just came to my mind. Yayo, he said that he would never take down the little nigga music, you know what I'm saying, regardless of how the shit went.
And that's what I want to be clear on. I don't know who took it down after the first time I took it down. I only took it down because I wasn't paid for 4 to 6 months. That's it. So after that, honestly, I'm thinking it's probably one of the producers that contacted me. Since they said they were dealing with this with Yayo for years before I even contact with Yayo.
About more than YouTube, we're talking about every platform, right? And if you were the one if you were the one who worked on that tape, I'm just assuming, like, unless other producers had a hand in that tape, then every song wouldn't have been taken down. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know how they operate or do anything. I just know, and that's what's funny, because I can literally pull up emails and dates on when I took the songs down that I produced. Because you could only take songs down individually. You can't do a whole tape. So if a whole tape came down, I wasn't the only one who did that shit. But I know I put the songs I produced back up on the motherfucking platforms. And I have every date, every email of when I was in contact with all platforms on when I took it down and when it was put back up. Ain't no additional dates or nothing in my email saying that I did the shit twice or no bullshit like that. Like, that shit sound crazy as hell.
Yeah, man. Well, let me first and foremost apologize to you for what you've been going through and what you've been having to deal with. I know my role as a blogger sometimes amplifies things that may not be that big of a deal, but I do feel like I've been covered. Well, I'm not even gonna say I feel like. Truth is, I've been covering PB since the beginning of his career, and I've been covering Yayo since the beginning of my career. And so, with this kind of news, this is news that's plain, and you know, like you said, business should be handled behind a closed door and not on the internet. Because when it gets on the internet, then it becomes internet's business, and what's on the internet is my business. And so, you know, sometimes good people get took down for things that they don't have any control over because you're dealing with emotional kids. Yeah. But I appreciate you for chopping on the live, man. Anything else you want to let the people know?
Y'all just follow me, you know what I'm saying? If anybody is concerned on, you know what I'm saying, how to do paperwork and shit when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, if you rap, you say, or whatever, just hit me up. If you need beats, hit me the fuck up. I really think it's important for people to educate themselves when it comes to, you know what I mean, being in the industry. It's not just about rapping, and you don't want to get caught up legally and end up in court over some goddamn beats. That's lame as fuck. So that's really it. Appreciate you for having me on your page and shit like that, and I'll chop it up with y'all soon.
Nah, for shit show. Hey, before you get off, put your name, like your @ name down there so people can see, and I'll pin it.
Okay, bet. I did not finesse PB, man. Y'all niggas is crazy as hell. But all right, man.
That's what they do in them comments.
Hell yeah. Ain't got nothing better to do. But I appreciate you.
Nah, for sure. Easy. Did you put your name already?
Yeah. I put it in the comments. They typing mad fast.
They typing fast as fuck.
I'm going to put it one more time.
I got you. Air going crazy.
Okay. All right, bet.
Hey, man, y'all already know I'm about to say, man, Most Hate Vlog and Text Real Tune TV, man. Y'all just watched the live interview with Real Tune, man. I'm telling y'all, Real Tune TV interviews are an experience like no other. They personal, they deep, and they cut. A lot of people is really uncomfortable doing them on live because if you read them comments, they might tear your ass up. If you don't read them comments, you might miss something. But that was Air Going Crazy. Y'all go follow Air Going Crazy, man. That's PB's producer. She from that H, you feel me? Doing what she does. Again, people saying to him, I mean, I'm doing the blogger's job, you know. At the end of the day, this is my job. My job is to report the news on artists that I cover. This is major news. We are right now, we are seeing one of the biggest artists to come out of Fort Worth, one of the biggest artists to come out of Texas, in a battle between who was like Lil Bro. I don't want to say Lil Homie, but Lil Bro. We're seeing a major artist. Everybody's saying add PB. I'll send him the request. If he want to get added, that's his choice. But we're seeing a major artist take down music, allegedly. Because, you know, he has his side of the story, too. I added PB, by the way, so I don't want any other trolls that get on here, you're getting removed. Matter of fact, let me remove somebody so y'all know I ain't playing games. I ain't playing that shit. You get on my live, you gonna abide by my rules. You gonna get your ass on. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Fuck y'all talking about. I just added PB, we gonna see what he talking about. They say add PB, we want his side of the story. I'm adding him. I sent Big General the request. We'll see what he says, but let me just be clear here.
We're out in Tartar, but
y'all out in Tartar?
Yes, we are. But there's ketchup and hot sauce.
Y'all got ranch?
We got ranch.
Can I get some ranch?
There you go.
Hey, y'all sell fish in y'all out of tartar sauce. Like shit, we watching my nigga PB get burgered, man, right before our eyes, man. He's fucked up. Young nigga at that. I just sent the request to PB. Y'all get to see his get to hear his side of the story. Oh man, PB decline, man. PB decline. He declined. Y'all ain't gonna get to hear his side of the story. All I can think is this is too much for him right now. He probably don't even want to speak on the situation, honestly, because it's become so. He say he's here to listen, but he probably doesn't want to speak on this situation because you missed the live. I just went live with the producer. She's gone already, but she basically told us that that she put your music back up and that she produced the 2 tapes that were removed and that she has every email communication between her and Go Yayo, and essentially she said he lied on the Say Cheese TV interview that he did in front of the world about taking PB's music down. And she also said that she needs to pay him, and he owes PB over 10 bands. You know, I just want to know why. At this point, I feel like shit. Like, oh no, PB say he been tuned in. You gotta watch PB. You watch. Nigga don't know that nigga watching. That nigga watching. Goddamn me. Let's ask some fans. I want to know what the fans think about the situation. What are y'all fans out there was talking that hot shit? Where y'all at? I'm adding all fans. I don't give a fuck who you fuck with. You fuck with Yayo, you fuck with PB, you just fuck with Real Thune. Who you fuck with? I'm adding you. Fans, we want to know what y'all got to say. Why would Yayo take it down if he can still make money off that shit? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good Yayo question. I'm waiting on that answer. Let's see what other questions are being asked. It says, these are street niggas that are good at rapping. That's why they don't know the business. That's true, man. But hopefully, this is a learning experience. Like, a lot of the questions that I asked her was to educate up-and-coming artists on how streaming works. Like, she talked about splits. You know, when you go to a studio, let me educate the people. When you go to a studio, it's 2 things you need. You need the split document so everybody can know at that point, because you never know when you gonna have a That's On Me record. Yella Beezy made That's On Me. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just made that hoe. It sounded like every other song Yella made, right? But you got that split document so they know how much they getting. You know how much you getting. You see what I'm saying? The second thing you need is a USB flash drive. Why do you need a USB flash drive? You need a USB flash drive because the flash drive is where you're gonna keep your masters. Your masters is called your master recording art, and that means it was the first one, right? And they call it the session. The people who are producing or editing your track, they call that the session. So you need your